I think the key to a healthy board is good relationships across the board and between the board and the executive. But the key relationship probably in the organisation is probably between the chairman of the board and the chief executive. Or if you're in a different context, I'm in a Baptist church, between the elders and the senior pastor. And that has to be a good relationship, but it has to be a balanced relationship as well. In an unhealthy relationship, the chairman thinks he or she is running the show and tells the chief executive or pastor what is or isn't going to happen. That's unhealthy. On the other hand, the chairman of the board can just stand back from that relationship, and the chief executive, who seems to know all about the organisation, can tell the chairman and the board what they are and what they're going to be doing. A balanced relationship is there is a sense of mutuality. So there is mutual respect, and there's a recognition that they are working together, but there are boundaries as well. So I'm chairman of an organisation. I work closely with the chief executive. I meet with him in person once a month, but I'm always available by on the phone or by email, and I make sure that if he wants to contact me, I'm available. But also, at the back of my mind, I also know that if things went terribly wrong, I might be the one who has to sack him. So there is that both mutual respect, working together, but there is also a line of demarcation as well. There is a certain healthy distance that we keep between each other. So that's, I think, is the key relationship. I think there's a key relationship between the chairman of the board and other board members. So I think it's important that the chairman knows the other board members. And some are more reticent than others to speak out, and I think it's important to encourage everybody to speak out as well. So there is that key relationship. There's the lateral relationship between the board and other board members, but there also must be trust as well. So the board meetings, in fact, I'm involved in 2 Christian charities at board level, and in both charities, we regularly now have meetings without the executive there. And that takes trust, because I've been in charities where that hasn't happened, but it also has meant there has been a proper level discussion about the performance of the CEO, and it was detrimental to that ministry. Where you have discussions where the chief executive and the staff aren't there, it means you can have a genuine and open discussion, but the chief executive's got to trust you that you're not trying to plot what is going to be done with the ministry. So there must be that level of trust as well. There must be good communications generally. The executive must communicate well with the board. The board needs to know first if there's any big decisions that are going to be made. It's very, very difficult if the board members find out from another source what's going on in the organisation. But at the same time, the board members have to show a duty of care to the executive and not talk negatively about the organisation to others, so not undermine the chief executive, and also speak well of the organisation too. So I think communications are important. Clear communications, regular communications, positive communications between the ministry board and the CEO.